Well, no, you've made a threat of calling the police, right? Right. No, can I just explain something? Can I explain something? Instead of being spoken over, and I will speak loud because you keep speaking over me, being rude, arrogant, right? When you say that you're going to call the police, right, I can not officially leave because then I could be potentially done for fleeing a potential scene of a crime. So if you're going to get the police, then go and get them because...
I've asked you to leave. I said I will get the police if you...
Well, sorry, I don't... I want to speak to your senior manager.
She's just going to tell you to leave the shop.
Right, I want to speak to your senior manager, come up, put a complaint about you because you've not identified who you are or who this guy is.
We're wearing name badges. Our names
I'm fully blind, you thick shit. If this doesn't symbolise blindness, and you don't understand that, then you shouldn't be working.
You've not asked us for our names at any point.
I shouldn't have to.
If you ask me for my name, I can't have to give you my name.
Under. And you should be professional in your job. Clearly, you've not been professional. No, when you're not.
Being spoken to in that manner, it's now time for you to leave the shop.
Well, I come here peacefully, and I've not raised my voice at all.
You've been abusive.
No, I've not. And I have not raised my voice at all. No, I've not. I could give you an example and a definition, but I won't lower myself to your stupid little childish standards.
You've been asked to leave the store at least 4 times. As it stands, you haven't been told you're bad. If this continues, you will be bad.
Well, I'll just see you're in court.
Are you recording?
I'm recording audible. As proof. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Under legal grounds, as I am blind, I can legally record for legal evidence. Yes, I can. Even the police will tell you. I've had this problem in Tesco's Market Street the other day, right? Here we go. Right, do you know what? Actually, I'll just record your face now because you... Yes, I can because I'm recording this for my safety. Right, don't matter. I'm recording it. Right, this guy here is accusing me and this person and that person there are both the instigators in this situation. So this is for legal grounds and legal purposes. And even the police will tell you I can legally do this. As I've already been through this problem at several of your other Tesco stores across Salford and Manchester. And I thought this store was okay. Clearly, there's only 2 workers in this store who are actually calm and polite with me, who do a professional job and give a professional service. Unlike the so-called gentlemen, they don't behave like gentlemen at all. They just behave like little scroats. I am calm, love. And if I weren't calm, you would know about it.
You don't need to threaten.
I'm not making threats. I'm just. It's not a threat. No, it's not. It can be portrayed as a threat, but I've made it clear and stated to you then that it is not a threat. I'm just telling you the situation, that I am calm. And keep getting told I am not calm when I am calm. And that gets people frustrated and wound up. When you don't even know me, you don't know nothing about me, and you're saying I am not calm. It's absolutely ridiculous. I only come in for one item, I get told one thing, and he asks the question, well, how come is it he can stand there and lie and say...
No, he didn't.
Right, that you do not sell it. Yes, he did. He said, we do not sell it.
As in this store?
Right.
This store specifically?
Right, yeah, I asked the question, right, how can it be available and get told that it's available on the 21st in this store, right, and then all of a sudden, you don't sell it? That's a mysterious problem.
In that period, it could have been discontinued.
I find it hard to believe.
Well, it is possible, isn't it?
No, it's not, but no, when it's a popular seller.
It is in this store because we don't sell it anymore.
If you don't have it, I'm not going to get a problem. In a can? Might be on that side, there is some on that side as well.
I don't know anything about alcohol, but this can be
Is there any chance you can move over slightly just in case you're blocking people from continuing down the aisle?
I'm not blocking no one, there's plenty of room behind me, there's plenty of room in front of me.
As per the government guidelines at the moment, there has to be 2 metres between people.
Well, that's impossible because these aisles are not 2 metres apart.
Right, I'm not arguing about the width of the aisles. What I'm asking is that you move towards the end of the aisle, therefore we can establish a 2 metre gap between customers on the aisle who are actually able to...
Well, it's impossible to keep a 2 metre distance between 2 customers on one aisle when your aisles are only about 3 metres wide.
politely to move to the end of the aisle.
Right, I'm just stating the obvious to you.
To the end of the aisle.
Right, I'm just making...
He has asked you nicely.
Right, but I'm trying to say, look, you are just refusing to answer.
Police are on the way.
I think that you're refusing to answer any question I put to you. You just keep speaking over me. This is what I'm on about, rudeness.
I understand that, however, now not only are you putting yourself at risk, but other customers in this store are now at risk because if they're going past you and they might not want to get that post. So if I could just kindly ask you just to move across slightly, just so other customers can get by.
You can have your grievance, but don't have it on there so people can pass you.
Right, like I've just stated to the other person, and who are you? Because you're not identified who you are, sir.
I'm the head of security, and you're stopping people from walking past it. And
I'm not stopping people.
You are, you stood in the middle of the aisle, so you can...
There's room behind me and there's room in front of me.
No, there isn't no room behind you.
Yes, there is room. Right, according to this guy here, folks, there's no room behind me. What's that there, folks? Room to get past. You can get a bus through there.
It's not 2 metres. That's what the tape
The aisles are about 3 metres wide, right?
Not where you're stood.
Yes, the aisles are about 3 metres wide from shelf to shelf.
There's no 2 metres there. There's not 2 metres behind
So
you.
therefore, if your aisle is 3 metres, then you cannot keep people 2 metres apart at all times on that aisle.
I just don't understand why you're causing a grievance.
I'm not causing grief.
You can do it on that side.
I'm not causing grief. I've tried asking a reasonable, sensible question,
Which is?
right? And one of your colleagues has been an immature person.
Yeah.
Has been a very immature, rude person. The guy then who's just spoke then has been very rude and discriminatory towards me. Yes, he has. He's gone, oh, well, we're wearing our name badge. Under Equality Act 2010, that is classed as discriminatory towards a blind person who has a long white cane that is internationally known.
To assume that you can see.
That's what this is for, to symbolise you thick piece of... You thick.
You were able to search and find the product you were looking for.
Oh, here we go, folks. Got to get this on camera. Can you just repeat that for me then, sir? Of what you've just said. You thick pile of crap. Right?
I'm glad you've got that on.
Right? Yeah, because you just said I've used my phone, right? And yeah, I am using my phone, right? And have you never heard of modern technology? 21st century technology. You are so disgraceful, small-minded. You shouldn't even be working. My daughter who's 3 knows more about technology than what you do.
You're abusive.
I will be about that there, trying to accuse me of not being blind because I can use a phone.
You're being abusive.
Showed us a picture.
Do you know
You're being
someone
abusive.
ignore him? He's clearly seeking attention.
No, I'm not seeking attention.
He's disrespecting you. You're causing alarm.
Oh, whatever, shut up, do one.
You're
There you
being
go.
aggressive.
You're
to
disrespectful
people.
again.
Don't worry about it.
It's got nothing to do with you. Do one.
He just wants attention to put it on social media.
No, it's not.
No one's disrespected you. You're being threatening.
Right, and
At the end
I've
of
not
the
been
day,
threatening.
Jog outside and wait for the police to come, or make a formal complaint.
It will be going out. This is all going to my
There's
solicitors.
children in here.
do you wanna
Your
wait in the
solicitor
office
won't
for the
do
police?
anything.
Do you want to wait in our office for the police?
Just wasting your bloody time.
I'll speak to you once that immature person has gone. Who's rudely butting
in
in.
my office. Just me.
Well, and I'm trying to speak to you, all right? Saying no, but I find that very discriminatory of what your colleague has now said. That's the second colleague now who has been very discriminatory towards me.
Alone.
No, and I want this
Do you want
problem.
to speak to me in my office alone, wait for the police to come?
No.
Do you want to stay? Do you want to come into my office?
Faz, one moment. Come and stop recording, please. You're on private property.
Oh, yeah.
No, and can I just explain to you both? Please, can I explain to you, right?
Do me a favour. Do me a favour. Because apart from Mel, all of you go away because just everyone.
Right, I'm legally allowed to record as I am fully blind to gather legal evidence to identify who people are, because you could give me a name, but that couldn't be your name, right? So by me identifying who people are,
We're on
right?
camera. We're on camera.
Right, yeah, but can I just explain something, right? Instead of being cut off, right?
With me and talk
Your
to me.
camera's in here, only record, audible. You may be wearing a body cam. This is my body cam,
I haven't got them.
right? Well, I don't know that. And this is my body cam.
At no point did you ask us permission to film.
I don't need to ask permission.
You are on private.
I don't need to ask permission. I've had this problem at Tesco's the other day,
Listen to me.
and they got taught a lesson and got educated by the police.
What's your name?
Can we stop?
So today, I don't appreciate you anyway, because you are a discriminatory person.
What's your
I don't stand for people who are discriminatory. So can you please remove yourself?
What's your name?
Excuse me, but I'm very logical, so if you want to speak to me, and then please...
Right, I don't wish to give my name.
That's fine. So do me a favour, come in the office with me and we'll wait for the police and we can sort it out like that.
Well, and I'm not.
Listen, I'm being nice to you.
Yeah, I understand you, yeah.
Come on then.
Right, but I'm not being trapped inside a room
It's
or anything.
If you don't
I don't.
want to-
I'm not taking that risk. I'd rather stay where it's public. So I've been assaulted by Tesco security in the past.
No one's gonna assault you,
Right?
mate.
Well, I got choked out and everything. That's why I'm keeping myself.
Right, you're not
what
getting
you're saying is
sorted
that's happened in the past.
in the past.
Yeah.
This is not.
That's why I'll come. I'm on edge. That's why I'd rather.
Right, do you want to come here just me?
What I would
We can have a
ask
chat.
you is, can we keep the volume down? We've
Right.
got other people that are,
Well,
that are
also
having
people-
shopping,
right.
So let's take it down a notch.
Right, but I have raised my voice because every time I've tried talking, right, one, I'm partially deaf, right?
Okay.
What I shouldn't have to state, I don't wear my hearing aid all the time because I can't stand high-pitched noises, right?
I'll tell you what
But
we'll
when
do.
I am trying to
I'll tell you what
speak
we'll
and
do.
people keep speaking over me, then I will
Do you know
speak
what?
loud to
Alright.
make sure I am heard correctly and
So
clearly.
We've heard you for the last 20 minutes. We'll wait for the police. Can we wait in silence? Is that alright with you?
Yeah, that's fine, and I'm still recording audible because your cameras do not record audible.
Can we just wait in silence if that's alright with you? Yeah?
That's
Let's
fine.
keep silent, you keep silent.
That way we're not upsetting everybody else, you know, potentially swearing and shouting. We've got children in the store.
Yes, I understand that, and I try and keep things
Let's
calm and
keep it
reasonable.
calm, yeah?
I am calm.
There's no need for any sort of shouting.
Well, there's no need for colleagues to lie and be discriminatory towards a blind person, accusing them of not being blind. That's two of your colleagues now who have accused me of not being blind and being discriminatory, where a white cane symbolises blindness. And if your colleagues do not understand that, then they need to be retaught or go back to school and get re-educated.
If they want to go out, you go through the warehouse and go out that way.
So before all this has started, may I ask what the problem is?
Right, I've been doing my shopping with the lovely young woman. I can't pronounce her name, so I will call her, I'll class her as a woman because that's what she is. And that's not being discriminatory or anything like your colleagues have said. Apparently that's being discriminatory towards her because I call her a woman. Well, what is she? Is she a bloke? No, she's a woman, so I'm being polite like that. I got told last week that the drink I want, the alcoholic drink I want, would be available from the 21st on this aisle, on this spot, right?
Yeah.
I come in today, it's still not on the shelf. And one of your, pardon my language here, but I will call him a little smart ass cocky shit, because that's what he behaved like a little child. Turned around and said, oh, we don't sell it. I went, well, how can you not sell it when it's on your website for one, and two, I got told it's available from the 21st in this store.
So can I-
And I asked that question, and then he refused to answer my question, started saying I'm aggressive, I'm this, I'm that. This is how come I record because of people doing that all the time in Tesco's. It seems to me Tesco after Tesco after Tesco after Tesco after Tesco after Tesco. I have these problems with discriminatory people. I have the other guy saying, oh, will we wear name badges? Going, well, and you're not ID'd who you are. What is part of working in a professional service, you come up to a person and go, hi, my name is blah, blah, I'm this person in this sector. Like, I'm the manager or assistant manager. No one's ever done that here yet.
Okay.
Right? He said, oh, well, we wear name badges. That's classed as discriminatory towards a blind person who's got a white cane, what is an internationally symbol for blindness. That's why it's designed as white. Then your other guy turned around and said, oh, well, you showed us a picture. Well, yeah, because I've just screenshot it off the website. And there's a modern technology thing in every phone called TalkBack. On iPhones, it's called VoiceOver, and it tells you every single little thing you do on your phone, what acts like Siri. And if you don't know that, or you don't understand that modern technology people can use, then sorry, you need to go back to school and get a new education and better training.
Okay, so I will respond to a couple of the things that you said. So in terms of
That's how come,
website,
I'm sorry to cut you off there, but that's how come I've got my earpiece in 24/7, my Bluetooth earpiece, so
in terms of the
I can
Tesco
give.
website, the Tesco website just gives you a generic website, unless you put the postcode in. I don't know whereabouts you're from, but it brings you up the stock information for the local store, or as an overview. So when you put in your postcode, you see what's available to order in that service and shop.
Yes, I know that,
within
but
your store.
I only
So-
screenshot it off the website to try and help people out
Yeah.
by showing them what the bottle looked like.
That's absolutely fine, but what you also have to remember is that we're in unprecedented times. Stock and the places that make things are changing, the manufacturing things are changing as all with social distancing rules, so people are producing stock a lot sort of like, it's actually longer. So actually, when we put in, when someone's told you it will be available, that's because the system's trying to order it. It doesn't necessarily mean that the depot have got the stock to meet the requirements.
Right.
So there are times that that we do tell customers, and then there are times that then products get discontinued at short notice, especially in this current time, and then when the stock volumes start to increase and come back to a normal volume, then they come back in and then they land on the shelves again.
Yeah,
So
at least you've been calm and reasonable there. This is what I tried asking the other guy, who just blatantly lied to me and tried classing me as a liar.
What's happened before? I can't-
Right, well, that's how come I've recorded it. That's how come, this is why I record, because then no one can say, I've said this, or I can say that you've said that, you've done this. Because I can't identify who you are. You could give me a name, but that may not be your real name or anything. That's how come I'm legally allowed to record. The only time I'm legally allowed to record on private property and private premises,
Is when you feel your personal safety is at risk.
yes, and to gather legal evidence. So therefore, people can see who's the faces. Then when I show it to my lawyers and my solicitors, or to the police, if the police need to see that evidence, then they can identify, right, that's that person's face, bang, boom, straight away.
Okay, so
That's how come normally I have a GoPro on chest mount as a body cam. But because I haven't got that with me today, I'm using my phone.
I will tell you that abusive colleagues.
I've not been abusive,
Is not tolerated at all.
right? I've not been abusive.
Customers by colleagues is fully investigated. We don't tolerate it from either side.
Well, I find it hard to believe, love, when at your other branch of Tesco's at Salford Precinct got their security guards to drag me out. Tesco's have had several of these discriminatory videos removed off my YouTube channel, right? When their security guard gripped me by the throat, choked me, where I passed out and I had to have a steroid injection in my neck, and according to the police, that is reasonable force when it weren't.
I can't speak for what's happened in another store.
That's how come I've had to travel from where I live, that is near store to me,
Yeah.
and they've said I'm banned when I've had no court paperwork, no nothing, and you can only legally ban someone who has not shoplifted for 24 hours, right?
That's not true, by the way.
Yes, it is true.
No, it's not true.
Yes,
Don't
it is
tell-
true.
Don't tell me what Tesco's policies are. I've done it for 9 years.
I'm not on about Tesco's policy, I'm on about the law of the UK.
I'm not interested.
Mate, this is private property. We
Not interested. This is not Salford, like my boss has just said. We didn't assault you.
I didn't say you did.
1 second. One of my members of staff was accommodating you, who's now crying in the office inside because of how you're reacting. You're kept filming us, we're filming you. You just want a massive scene. So like I've just
I'm not
said to
causing
you
a massive
5 minutes
scene.
ago, just wait for the police and we'll let them deal with it, yeah?
I was trying to speak to your colleague here, nice, and you're just being rude,
She's not
arrogant.
speaking to you.
She was, until you
She's not
really
speaking
butted
to you.
in.
You can tell me all you want.
Yeah, I will do.
I'm not bothered, yeah? My colleague doesn't want to speak to you.
She was
So
speaking
just
to
wait
me
for-
nice, calmly,
she's speaking
and
to
politely,
you.
and then you get you who think you're macho man,
not bothered.
butting in again.
I am butting again. So unless you
Same as the rest of your other colleagues.
Right.
All
Stay
flipping.
there, quiet.
Now, don't tell me what to do. You ain't my father. You ain't in control of me.
Listen, we agreed that while we waited for the police, because that, I don't know who's rang the police, but we wanted to wait for the police, that we agreed that we would keep them. They were kids in the store, so we agreed we'd keep it nice
Yeah,
and quiet.
I was trying to speak to you calmly and politely, and then you got macho man there who butts in again, being a Mr. Aggressive with me. With aggressive tone.
The police are here now.
Right. What's your badge number, sir?
What's the problem?
Can you state who you are, please, and your badge number? I am recording for legal purposes.
Alright, my badge number's on the shoulder.
I am fully blind. I am fully blind, so there's a discriminatory comment when I've got a white cane.
Right, it's 17863. At Stratford Police Station, working
Right.
for the Greater Manchester Police.
Right.
Okay,
And who's your colleague?
he'll tell you when he comes out.
Right.
Now, tell me, what is the problem?
Right. The problem is here, sir, right, is a couple of the members of staff, apart from this woman here and the other woman who was giving me an assisted shop, right, have been very arrogant towards me, right. I've had respect because I understand the woman doesn't know alcohol section because she's explained she doesn't drink or anything. So I've been nice, politely, right. I come in the other week, she gave me an assisted shop, lovely, right. I come in today to pick up an alcoholic drink that I got told would be available on the 21st.
Right.
Right, but because of the anniversary of how I lost my eyesight was yesterday, I didn't come in, right? I come in today, nice, calm, polite, and then I have you guys going, oh, well, it's not there, we don't sell it, with a snarky attitude in the voice.
Who was this?
One of the guys, I don't know who it is, but I've got it on video,
We're at Tesco.
right? Yeah, right? I said, well, how come is it? And I said this calmly and politely to him, how come is it? I got told it would be available on the 21st. He refused to answer that question, and then this situation has escalated and escalated. I've had one guy do exactly the same as you. Oh, well, we wear our name badges. That is classed as discriminatory under Equality Act 2010, formerly known as formerly known as Disability Discrimination Act. Then I've had the other guy who has turned around and said, oh, well, you showed us a picture on your phone. Well, that's discriminatory as well. Accusing someone, right, that comes across as accusing me of not being blind because I can use modern technology, because I can use a phone. That's how come my earpiece is in all the time for talkback.
That's a basic question.
The only person who's finally answered the question was this lovely young woman who I was having a nice conversation with, calmly and politely, onto Mr. Macho's so-called head of security comes in and bots in and goes, no, again, being rude and arrogant.
Let me just try and understand this. You've come in today to collect an item,
Yeah, and to do some other shopping as well.
and that item's not here at current.
Well, no, what it is, it's not a case of it's not here currently. I got told by one of the colleagues, yeah, that this store has never sold it, basically, right?
Yeah.
So I was trying to answer the question of, well, why is it I've been told this with your other colleague who was a witness who was giving me the assisted shop last week, that it would be available on the 21st? Calm, polite, general, civilised adult question. But no, I'm sorry about this, but I am going to say this how I speak, because I only speak the truth, right? It comes across as he's got a silver spoon shoved up his arse. The lad who started all this argument off and the others, right? I've had two. Right, no, but I'm not name calling. I'm just. This is how they come across to me because I can't see you, so I can't see, so therefore I judge on how you behave. Right? And I would like your badge number and who are you, please?
Yeah, it's PC 16664 Lawton.
Right.
We're at Stratford.
Right. Because I've had two discriminatory remarks, right?
You have, right, okay.
Of two of the staff who come across as very discriminatory towards me. What comes under Equality Act 2010, what was formerly known as Disability Discrimination Act 2010.
I'm aware of that, yeah.
Right? I've had one saying to me, oh, well, we've got our name badge on, because I said to him, you haven't ID'd who you are. Right?
Where do you live? Are you local?
I'm NFA at the minute, but I do have an address where to stay at.
Right, all right.
That's all I'm saying on that, because I don't wish to give out my address at the minute, because I've had numerous problems after numerous problems in Tesco's where I've been assaulted. I've had fellow officers of GMP say it was reasonable force to be choked out by a security guard in the Tesco's nearest to where I live. I've been going to the Tesco's because I've never had a problem here. On to today, when I've had a person who thinks they're macho, two immature little spoilt brats who need an education, and then a so-called adult who needs a further education and training.
Let me just have a quick word then.
And obviously they need training on legal grounds, on private property, of people being allowed to record, of how it works. Because I'm legally allowed to record in the circumstances of when when I feel my life is in danger, or to gather legal evidence. Because the cameras here only record audio, I only record visual. So this acts as my body cam, right? I can't identify, they could give a name, that name could be anyone. By me showing their face, that then can later rely on to my solicitors or to yourselves to identify the perpetrators.
Okay. What I want to do is have a chat with you, but what I don't want to do is have a chat with you publicly in front of everybody else. So why don't we go downstairs, I'm sitting out about and we can have a chat about reporting hate incident. That's what you want.
Well, I don't watch the thing you've on, sir.
Alright, we'll go and talk to
I'll stand outside and speak to you. Because I want to have a seat, because at the day, my nerves are going at the
I
minute.
needed some details from you.
I've got PTSD, real bad.
Okay.
And it's not a good time in here, and all I've done is come here peacefully.
Right.
And clearly they don't understand the law, because they're saying to me that macho man, I'll call him macho man because he's not ID'd who he is properly, right? I turned round and said,
Well, what's your name first of all? I don't know.
I'll give you a minute outside because I don't wish Tesco's to have it.
Right,
Well,
okay. Well,
Tesco's obviously know who I am because they keep removing video after video after video because they don't like being bad named
Right. If you
on
want to go outside and
YouTube.
talk, let's go outside and talk then. And we'll get all your details out of myself.
Right, well, yeah, again, I can't do my shopping.
Escort you all.
Well, I know roughly where I'm going. I know roughly where I'm going because I memorised my routes.
Just walk with me then, mate. 1 second. Thank you.
Because I memorise all my routes. And I'm still recording audible. And I've stated that to him, I'm recording audible because these kids around, so I only record the faces when I need to record faces. I know my laws. I'm an ex-head doorman, I know my law, I know my rights, I know what I'm entitled to do.
Yeah.
I've been involved on the wrong side of the police when I was young and stupid.
You want to come through this
Yeah.
way?
I've been out five years out of trouble. I've been 5 years out of the life now. Starting day. I've been 5 years out of the life now.
Of what?
Of gang life.
Right, okay.
And so I am educated on the law and what I can do and what I can't do.
So what we'll do is I'll send you details. If you're telling me that you think you've been treated
Yeah, I've got it on
differently,
video.
Right,
Like,
that's fine. I'll have a look at that. We can record it for you. Obviously, whenever we go to anything, there's usually more than one case of accounts.
Yeah, but the people apart from a couple of them,
Yeah.
I've just been blatantly lying like Tesco's do. They seem to lie all the time and make me out to be the bad person. When this is how come now, I've recorded them because I'm getting sick of them lying to the police. The police know nothing about it. So now I'm recording it and I will put it out on YouTube because I'm getting sick of it. And every time I've placed a video out on YouTube of Tesco's discrimination,
Yeah.
they don't like it. The video gets taken down within 24 hours because Tesco's doesn't like a bad name.
I don't know. I can't really.
Well, and if they don't like a bad name, then they should provide a good service. They're supposed to be in a professional business, and the young woman apparently calling the person who was giving me a sister shot because I can't pronounce her name because I struggle with names, that because I've had a double brain hemorrhage.
Okay.
Right? Apparently, calling her a woman is discriminatory. Sorry, I don't find that it is discriminatory.
Well, we'll have a chat with her and see what she wants to.
Because she was lovely with me,
Right.
and
You
yeah.
come here a lot, do you?
Yeah, well I used to, well, unless he decides to try and ban me now. But this is the only Tesco's I can come to, what is nearest to my dad's house for me to come to. My dad has anxiety problems, so I do a lot of his shopping for him. Like today I'm coming to do shopping for me and my dad. And yeah folks, this is
Tell you what we'll do.
Tesco's Chester Road now. So I'll give you an update on that.